Hi, I'm Jenna, and this is Diplomatic Nomad, and this is Heidi, in case you see her just hanging out at the bottom of your screen. I am hanging out with Heidi for a few weeks while her parents are out of town. And this series is going to be about my journey to get a visa for Spain, and a journey I imagine it's going to be. I actually used to work in the visa office at the State Department, which means you would think that I would be like extra qualified for getting a visa for another country. I would have all the secrets and it would go extremely smoothly. From everything I've heard about Spanish bureaucracy, understand that will not be the case for almost anyone, including me. And so we'll go on this journey together. With the visa I'm applying for is the non-lucrative visa, and anyone I tell that I'm applying to a visa, when I tell them about my journey to apply for a visa, they say, "Oh, so you got a job offer in Spain?" And actually, no, the opposite. The non-lucrative visa is mostly for retirees, but you don't have to be officially retired yet. It is for people who are not working and you live off of your savings, or if you have totally passive income like dividends or houses. I think you can use property rentals. Don't quote me on that, talk to an expert. But so you actually have to say in your application that you are agreeing not to work either online or in person while you're in Spain on this visa. The thing you do need is a certain amount per month, either in passive income, or you can use savings. And if it's savings that you're using, it has to amount to $32,000 in US dollars as of March 2026. That could change at any moment. But what this visa allows you to do is it mostly just allows you to be in Europe. I mean, a lot of people do not have $32,000 or are not in a position where they can up and root their lives, which is totally understandable. But it does give you this kind of unprecedented option. As far as I know, the US does not have a similar visa scheme. A lot of countries don't have this kind of scheme where you can do it just on savings. A lot of times you have to actually be retired and or have active funds coming in through something like Social Security. And so this is really unique. It gets, like I said, you get to be in Europe, you can travel around the region, you can do volunteer work, you can take a Spanish class, you can sip an Aperol Spritz on the Mediterranean. So last video, I talked about my process of applying for the Spanish non-lucrative visa, and this video, I'm going to show you what happened when I heard back from my visa even earlier than I thought, so early that I thought it was a mistake. So I just got the email that my visa is ready. I mean, I think it is, because all they tell you is that, oh, your passport is ready or your application has been processed, and you're like, okay. That is not 100% clear, but I think that is bureaucratic jargon for your visa has been approved. So I guess we'll find out when we go try to pick it up. And I see whether I have a visa in there or not, which allows me to live in Spain, which is insane. Just a lifelong dream, right? So if this is true, if I go and pick up my passport and I have a visa in there, this is faster than anyone has been getting their visas. I've seen people online and on the interwebs talk about how some people have been getting it in as fast as 2 weeks, but this would be fast. This has not even been 2 weeks since they accepted my application. So yeah, that would be wild. And just incredibly exciting, especially because I've been having a little bit of cold feet because, it's spring here in the DC area, the flowers are blooming and the sun is out, and I'm pet sitting, so I spend my days just like drinking tea and cuddling with pets, and it's just been amazing, right? And like catching up with people I haven't seen in a while. And so it started to feel like, oh, is this not a place I want to leave? But I know that this is not real life, right? Like me being unemployed and just pet sitting is not the same as the very real rat race that is working in DC. So yeah, I think it's a really good sign that I'm feeling excited, because there's always a time when you're in the process of making a big decision, when you have a defining moment like getting your visa approved, and that's when you know for sure, right? Like for sure that it was a good decision. And so yeah, I mean, you don't even have to use your visa if you get it. So if you're on the fence, or if there's some extenuating circumstance, you can still go through the application process and just not get it. Or at least in the case of my visa that I'm applying for, you can wait up to 1 full year to enter the country and have your time start. So you don't have to make the decision. In fact, I wish I had gotten the visa sooner so that I had more flexibility in when I was going to enter. But actually, it's going to work out great. It's springtime and I'm going to be in Spain, and I don't even have to move my flight. I booked a changeable flight for almost not even 2 months from now. And I am super excited that I get to keep it, because airline flight prices are insane. And it doesn't sound like they're going to be going down anytime soon. So the funny thing is that I've started telling people that I applied for this visa. I haven't told anyone that I got it yet, because you're the first people I'm telling. I haven't told anyone in the real world that I got it. So, but as I'm telling people that I've been applying, people have been surprisingly supportive of that decision, like even more than I thought they would be. And granted, I've always wanted to live in Europe and, or move abroad at some point. And so it's certainly not a surprise in that sense. But I think one of the benefits of a political climate and job market that are insane is that people are just like, oh yeah, moving across the Atlantic sounds like a reasonable step at this point in the world, And to be clear, I have no long-term plan. So we're gonna build that together. I'll take you along on that journey when I figure out what I want to do when I grow up, including if I'm able to do that in Spain. I have some ideas, but no long-term, like, concrete plans by any means. And so, yeah, I'm just so excited that this is happening. I'm going to go hopefully tomorrow, maybe the next day, to pick up the visa. And I, of course, will take you along with me to see the piece of paper in person. And yeah, I hope you will follow along on my journey as I get ready to move to Spain in the inevitable roller coaster that will be leaving the United States for the first time in my adult life, with plans to stay there long term. So, it's gonna be exciting. Okay, I'm on my way to collect my visa as we speak. I am blocks away from where I need to collect it, and it just feels so fortuitous. It's a beautiful day in DC, and the start of a new adventure. And so, of course, I will show you the document in question when I get it. I'm kind of still somehow hasn't hit me that it's all come together and so fast. I have to give it to the Spanish for all of the bad rap they get for bureaucracy. My visa was approved in unbelievably record time. Truly impressive. So here it is, my Spanish visa in the flesh, or in the paper, so to say. I realized I shouldn't show you the whole thing, But I will show you the epic stamp that they use. If you are a stamp person, get ready. Um, is that not gorgeous? Gorgina? Stunning? Um, yeah, whatever you say about Spanish bureaucracy, you can't say they don't do it like beautifully. So now the adventure begins. And by adventure, I do mean packing up my whole life, saying goodbye to my family and friends, and figuring out how the heck I'm going to live in a foreign country where I don't speak the language fluently and where I can't work. But, I do still think that's going to be better than living in the US at the current moment. But of course, there's only one way to know for sure.